Kashmir is for India. So it's going to be very, very high octane. I'll give you some dates. Jammu and Kashmir is on 18th September, 25th and 1st of October. But the point I'm trying to make is, and all the other red maps or the states which you were seeing in the map are the states of Jharkhand, Haryana, Maharashtra. And one thing which is left is of Delhi as well, which is right next to Haryana. It's a bit smaller, but you might have missed that. From now, that is end of August, till February, it's packed with elections, viewers, packed with elections. And this is just months after the general election. So I am forced to remember what the Prime Minister said on 15th of August from the Red Fort, that is it time for one nation, one poll. As a country, our leaders are 24/7, 365 engaged in election. General election is over, Jammu Kashmir is here, Haryana is here. It gets over, Jharkhand and Maharashtra comes over. That gets over, UP by-election comes in. That gets over, Delhi comes in. When will they act? When will they act for you and me? When will they act for the people of this country? When will we talk to them about women's safety, about what has happened in Kolkata, about what has happened? 1,300 plus rape cases have been registered in our country after 77 years of independence, viewers. Just suppose the Bengal Act. Just suppose the Bengal horrendous act. Just suppose that I'm talking about. It's a societal issue, but can we talk to our politicians about that? No. Why? Because they're busy in elections. Whether it's the ruling dispensation or the opposition, are they talking about it? No. You talk to them, they say it's a distraction. That's exactly what Rahul Gandhi said. And you know why? Because they're busy in elections. Jammu and Kashmir is going to be a very, very important election. Why? Because Jammu and Kashmir has not seen an election for the last 10 years. And for the last 5 years, there has been no democratically elected state government. First time Jammu and Kashmir is going to polls after Article 370 and 35A have been revoked. Congress party, in the meanwhile, has gotten into alliance with the NC. That is Omar Abdullah Farooq Abdullah's NC, in which there is another tussle, whether they accept or not, between the father and the son. Father comes out and say, I will contest the elections. Omar will not. Omar will contest only when Jammu and Kashmir gets a complete statehood. So father says, I'll take care for now. Omar comes in when the statehood comes in. Omar says, I am getting into an alliance with Congress. Thank you very much. And then you talk about the Mufti family. Late Mufti Sahab, the former Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir. You have Mehbooba Mufti, you have the other sister. Will BJP get into an alliance with them? No. BJP is very clear, no. But in an assembly of 90 viewers, in an assembly of 90 in Jammu and Kashmir, and these are the other players in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. In an assembly of 90, BJP is set to contest 43. And even if you give 100% strike rate, which is next to impossible, even for BJP in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, they cannot make the government on their own. They have to get into an alliance. So will BJP get into an alliance with the PDP? You ask them, they have their hands up and they say no. But you can't make a government until unless you get into an alliance. So these smaller parties, whose leaders we are showing you today on our screens, come into play. At this point of time, these are BJP leaders. But right prior to Kavindra Gupta, Ravindra Raina and Nirmal Singh, out of which two are the former two deputy chief ministers, there were other leaders of the state with whom BJP has been in touch with. But will that be enough? That's the big question. Or will BJP say, for the larger good of the state of Jammu and Kashmir and the country, we are getting into an alliance with X or Y. And I am not, viewers, removing Omar Abdullah or Farooq Abdullah out of the equation. They've been in the government with the NDA. Farooq Abdullah was a minister in Vajpayee ji's government. So they are very close when it comes to Omar, beg your pardon. So the fact remains, viewers, that Jammu and Kashmir is going to be very, very interesting. And similarly, it's going to be Haryana. But if I go on and giving you the details of Haryana, it's going to be 5 more minutes. The fact is, The former chief minister is a central minister in the Modi cabinet, is very, very close and trusted of the prime minister himself. But what has he done in Haryana for the last 10 years? BJP insiders say it's not much. It's because of him we are in trouble. The prime minister or the top leadership of the BJP feels it's only because of his non-controversial behavior. It's only because of him being non-corrupt. And that's the biggest USP, unique selling point of any former or present Haryana chief minister, that Manohar Lal Khattar is going to be an ace for them. So let's see. And amid this, I'm getting in this debate also tonight, while I go into my panel. Can I have my full panel on air? That is it time for one nation, one poll also. Ajay Alok is there of the BJP, Karan Verma is there, Sushil Pandit is joining in, Ratnakar Tripathi and senior journalist, Satish K. Singh and Priyanka Bharti of the RJD will just join in next few minutes. I'm asking tonight, Satish K. Singh, I begin with you. Jammu and Kashmir, Jharkhand, Haryana, Maharashtra, Delhi, for the next 6 months, countries packed with elections. Jammu Kashmir, undoubtedly very, very important one. But I am reminded what the Prime Minister said on 15th of August. It's time for one nation, one poll. Satish K. Singh, beginning with you, sir, and then going to the political parties. Satish K. Singh.
You see, I am also in favor of one nation, one election, provided the milieu, the environment, and the approach to consensus approach to the politics also, policy making, consultation, and bonding between the opposition and the government, if it is there. You see, it saves a lot of cost. But you know what? I mean, even given when this is a lot of divide, lot of fissures, a lot of this and that here and there, then I personally, right now I feel that unless we reach somewhat of maturity and we are all of the one view that yes, it costs a lot. There is a lot of model code of conduct, etc., and all. So it it hampers the governance. That part is right. But in countries such as so huge as ours, you see, till the time some bit of consultation and that consensus is achieved, then what's the harm in having elections after election? After all, we are democracy, and your channel is called Republic.
That we are Republic. Ajay Alok. Jammu Kashmir is one of the most important elections. A very, very high octane one. Congress has already announced that they are aligning with the National Conference. Can I have Sushil Pandit also on it? Thank you very much. Ajay Alok, but you are expected to contest around 43 seats. Congress is getting into a 40-50 alliance with the National Conference. Congress will get 50, National Conference will get 40. They are happy. They are okay. You are contesting 43. Even if in a hypothetical situation, 100% strike rate, you still can't form a government on your own. So are you saying that you are still open for an alliance either with an NC or a PDP post-poll? Ajay Alok?
I don't know, Aishwarya, from where you get this idea that we are going to contest only 43. You are giving me a news.
Am I?
I'm in the party, I'm the spokesperson, but I don't get this news that we are going to contest only 43.
Okay.
Anyway, let's see how much we contest. Let me see how much we contest. As far as forming the government goes, well, let me assure you, for the last 5 years post-abrogation of 370, whatever tectonic shift the valley has seen and the Jammu region has seen and the Ladakh region has seen, is going to reflect in the polls. We have seen the democratic participation has increased in the Lok Sabha polls, also in the local bodies, panchayat elections. Those oppressed people who have never been given a chance, they have come up. All these Pahadis, Bakarwal, Gujars, they have got reservation, they have come up and they are now representatives. I know this hurts to some people. It hurts. Why these downtrodden, vanchit, शोषित गरीब, ये जो भेजे गए थे जम्मू कश्मीर इनके जूते साफ करने के लिए, जूते बनाने के लिए, क्यों आके हमारा हक खा रहे हैं? So let us see what is the outcome of the election. We are going full heart, and will contest, and we are sure that we'll get the majority mark. Now, as far as NC and Congress, see, NC and PDP, I take them to be a very small regional party limited to the valley, which is deeply involved in communal politics, in Islamic politics, and in hatred politics. And they are the one who are the open perpetrators of separatism. Actually, if you see their manifesto, they want to have another flag. they want to have the autonomous Jammu Kashmir. Now they want to have LOC dialogues with Pakistan, trading with Pakistan. And knowing all these things is there in the manifesto, the Congress party deliberately joined hand with them. That means Congress also wants 2 flags, 2 symbols. Abrogation of 370 should be revoked. 370 should again be imposed in the valley. 35A should again be imposed in the valley. And that's why no Congress person is answering. When we ask questions, they very conveniently say that, yes, you also made with government with PDP, which you used to say. I say, yes, we made government with PDP. That was the political point of that point of time. But the moment we realized that PDP is not going according to the wishes of nation, we just broke the alliance, we broke the coalition. We rather decided to be in the opposition or let there be a president rule in the state if there is no political maturity.
Okay.
Right now, Satish Singh was saying that there has to be some kind of a political maturity. Where will you get this political maturity? To whom is asking a political maturity? When Prime Minister says one nation, one election, this sounds politically mature to him. But when the opposition does not agree, opposition says, no, in democracy we cannot have one nation, one election. When Rahul Gandhi says this, to whom you are asking this question? We should have some maturity and consensus. The point is, the only maturity and the only consensus among our opposition right now is power. How to get power at any cost.
No, that is exactly what they say for you. Can I have Sushil Pandit also? PDP's manifesto is out there. They want 370 back. They want to talk to Pakistan. And those are the exact questions, Ajay Alok, which the Home Minister asked the Congress party yesterday. But you were in alliance with the PDP at one point of time. You have regretted openly, your leadership has. You've said that that was the need of the hour. At that point of time, it will not be repeated. Let's see. But what do you stand for? What's your stand on Kashmiri Pandits? Have the Kashmiri Pandits gone back? No, they have not gone back. What is the situation in Jammu and Kashmir? Are there no terrorist attacks? Post 370 there are. And after Narendra Modi becoming the Prime Minister for the 3rd time, there is a deliberate attempt from across the border. We are aware. There are intel about it. The MHA, as a reporter, I have spoken to officers. They have this. No, I am telling you this. There is specific intel. What the opposition is saying that what has changed post 370 and 35A abrogation. Brief counter and then I'm going to Mr. Sushil Pandit.
The 70 years, yes, the 70 years of dirt which has been there in the Jammu Kashmir, especially in the valley, and you expect it to get clean in 5 years, it's not possible. Let me say it very humbly and very clearly, it's going to take time. Now, what in the terrorism front, look at the attacks in the valley, they have gone minimum to bare minimum. But now the strategy is changed. They are targeting Jammu because of the communal sensitiveness and because of the dense geographical advantageous location to them. But yes, the central forces and the central government and the LG and the local Jammu Kashmir administration is addressing the problem, and very soon we will be able to grip them. As far as Kashmiri Pandit going back to the valley, you have to have a perception among the people that yes, you are safe. No one can target you. And for that, the perception among the within the valley has to change, that we have to learn to live. Gone are the days of Ralib, Chalib and Galib. It cannot be tolerated anymore. So let there be an elected government and let there be a stern statement somewhere living in the valley that yes, Kashmir Pandits are going to come back.
Sushil Pandit, let's get a hands-on answer on this.
Yes, Aishwarya.
Sir, your point of view.
Yes. Thank you, Aishwarya, for having me on your show,
Sir.
and good evening to all the fellow panelists and your guests. I'm reminded of the famous quote from Aristotle that pursuit of happiness is at the core of all human endeavors. With due apologies to him, let me amend it a little for the context here. Pursuit of power is at the core of all political endeavors by the parties contesting elections. So pursuit of power is something that I can't grudge, whether it is BJP, whether it is India Alliance, PDP or NC, they're all entitled to pursue power. But it comes with a caveat. It comes with a commonsensical caveat. And that caveat is, if the pursuit of power is at the expense of the core voters who support you,
that's the problem.
Pursuit of power is after compromising your ideological foundations. Pursuit of power is at the expense of the very reasons you exist. Then your pursuit of power is in jeopardy. And if you keep repeating those blunders, pursuit of power is forever a pipe dream.
Point
In
taken,
Jammu and Kashmir, we have seen time and again such compromises happening. I haven't seen the Prime Minister or the Home Minister utter the phrase Kashmiri Hindus or Kashmiri Pandits even once in the last 4 years. None of the public speeches they have delivered in Kashmir have even mentioned Kashmiri Hindus. We do not matter. We are not in any equation. There is no policy paper till date presented in the last 10 years. There is not even an inquiry held as to what happened to us. We are still called migrants. But leave that as it may. The point is, when the elections come, Pakistan, terrorism,
sir.
compromise with national interests, all kinds of these issues are brought out of the woodwork, dusted, polished, and presented again as the key election issues. Civilizational issues, cultural issues, Hindu existential issues, all these issues come out blazing. Now, point is, when the elections are over, either there is, in the name of democratic compulsions, compulsions of a mandate, compulsions of pragmatism, compulsions of serving the people who have given a mixed mandate. You know, these are time-worn cliches which are used again to strike those compromises. And you see time and again, the core voter left cheated.
Okay,
Your constituency left high and dry.
sir.
This is the problem in Jammu and Kashmir.
This is the
If
problem in
Kashmir
Jammu.
has seen a great change in the last 5 years,
Sir.
just a moment.
Please-
if
please take
Kashmir
your
has
time.
seen a
Please take
great
your time.
change in the last 5 years, why were the 3 seats of the valley left uncontested? If you have a huge, if
A
you
big
have made
question to you,
huge
Ajay Alok.
difference, a huge change, what options did you offer a patriotic Kashmiri in the Lok Sabha elections? Your own cadre, your own voter, who wanted to reward you for great successes you have, so-called successes you have met in Kashmir. What options did you offer your cadre and your voter?
Answer, Ajay Alok.
It is very
So let's
rich.
take that answer directly from the
Now
BJP.
coming at the head of an assembly election.
Point taken. Ajay Alok. Ajay Alok. Ajay Alok.
First of all, if we did contest in the valley, those 3 seats, that doesn't mean that we have left our voters and we have left our sympathizers and we have left our
But it does
supporters.
mean that
And
you
we
were
have not
scared of
given them an
something, is
option.
it?
Now, if you see the local... No, we were not scared of something. There's something called political strategy, which every political party has a right to do so. And that's what the strategy
Last
is all
time I
about.
checked,
Today, when we
Rajayji,
talk
after
of
2014,
alliances, it's not with
BJP
PDP or
leadership
NCP.
has always said
It's
just
not
one
with
thing.
PDP, NC.
Whether you
Let
win
me
or you
complete.
lose, you contest. That has been the BJP's policy ever since 2014. After Modi and Shah taking over the BJP, even seats which you were very, very aware in Karnataka you were going to lose, you contested. In seats you were okay, you were Bihar, BJP was aware that this is something which we are not very comfortable with. You contested because that is the BJP post 2014. But that is not the strategy which you are referring to. So that may be a strategy which we are not aware of. Sir.
Well, there was a strategy in the valley which was followed, and we did contest 3 seats. That doesn't mean we have left our supporters. What I'm talking here about that the shifts and the changes that I'm boasting, what he says that I'm boasting, we have left Kashmiri Hindus, and Prime Minister or Home Minister hasn't spoken about Kashmiri Hindu or Kashmiri Pandit. We never speak about Kashmiri Hindus. Whenever the about Kashmiri goes, it was always about Kashmiri Pandits. And yes, we are bothered about them, we care for them. And how to resettle them, it's in our prime priorities, nothing to beat it. And various works have been undertaken and it will reflect. Now, as far as the thing goes that what we have done for our supporters, now look at the local bodies election, look at the panchayat elections, everywhere the representation is coming up. Now, you have to create a perception among people that yes, Kashmiri Hindus or Kashmiri Pandits are safe when they go back. Even today, when we see the target killings of all those workers who have come from UP or Bihar, somebody comes and does a spray firing. Of course, he's caught or he's killed later by the security forces. But this thing continues to do. Let's not run away from the fact that yes, law and order situation is under control, but still there are elements who always try to create this rift, and this is what is causing the problem. And you have to change if you have to change the perception, it takes time.
Right.
It's not only us, it's of any government. The miscreation done by the last 60 years is for everyone there to see.
Okay. Can I have Mr. Ratnakar Tripathi? Sushil Pandit wants to make a very, very brief point, and then I'm coming to the others as well. Karan Verma coming to you in exactly 30 seconds. Yeah. Sushil ji.
Thank you, Aishwarya.
You have Sushil Pandit twice in the
Thank you, Aishwarya. Kashmir is not facing a law and order problem. Kashmir is facing a jihad, and that is the primary blunder that you commit if you approach Kashmir with a law and order rose-tinted glasses. It is not law and order problem, it's a jihad. It's a jihad-inspired insurgency that has committed a Hindu genocide in the valley. It's not law and order problem. Please get that straight. Nowhere in the country, 500,000 people have been pushed out of their homes, their lands, not to return for the last 35 years, and not one victim, not one survivor given any justice or any compensation. This is not law and order problem, sir. This is jihad in its most naked and ruthless form, admitted today.
Priyanka Bharti coming to you, but I'm going to Karan Verma. Karan Verma, your viewpoint, sir. Karan Verma. Vivek Salis, I'm coming to you as well. Yeah. Karan Verma.
No, Aishwarya, I agree with Sushil Pandit ji. I have the highest regard for him, and he's absolutely bang on. But I would very humbly say, let's not miss the forest for the trees. The fact is, on August 5th, 2019, the Prime Minister took a move that changed the landscape of Kashmir. Article 370 removed, and for the first time, we had a complete integration in the sense, and thousands of Dalits, Gorkhas, homosexuals, their rights, which were brutally trampled upon by the state, have been restored. Today is a very important question for the NC and the Congress. NC has said in its manifesto that they are all for the restoration of Article 370.
Yes, they are.
Digvijay Singh on 12th June 2021 said
Mr.
that we will bring
also
back Article 370. Are they standing for the reservation of Dalits or not? Or this is their Dalit Virodhi mentality? The Congress, which claims to be the messiah of social justice, today shows its true color when it says we will bring back Article 370. The fact is, Aishwarya, 2 crore tourists last year in Kashmir, 1.1 crore tourists this year.
No one is saying, Karan, that things are not changing for good. But are they changing at the pace as it was promised by Ajay Alok's party? As it was promised by the BJP?
Absolutely.
Because if you heard Sushil ji, his expectation, it's not that he's saying that nothing has been done. The only thing he's saying that what was expected has not happened at the pace at which it was expected. You understand that there is a difference. The promises were made initially as if suddenly things are going to change, and it's not that.
I agree.
That the government tried to put in.
I agree with Sushil Pandit ji, but all I'm saying is that let's not pick someone who is radically opposite to any sort of progress that has been made. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying let's not miss the forest for the trees.
Priyanka Bharti of the RJD wants to comment. Priyanka wants to make a brief point, and then I'm going to Ratnakar Tripathi. Yeah, Ratnakar ji, you are with the national conference now, right? Yeah. Priyanka.
Okay. Ashwani ji, the moment the debate started, you emphasized something called one nation, one election. But this emphasis on this fictional idea of oneness needs to be addressed when concerns of more necessary oneness is required. For example, oneness of income, oneness of healthcare, oneness of education system, oneness against hatred, and the last one, one nation, one caste. Will everyone agree? Right now, Ajay Alok was saying we are very hurt that the rights of the downtrodden people will be snatched away. But you are not hurt when caste census is not done in the country. When people and parties from social justice, they are constantly, incessantly raising the voices for one. They are raising their voices so that caste survey is done. But you all are against it. How can you explain that? Explain it to me. When you talk about downtrodden society from Kashmir, पर आपको जातिगत जनगणना से दिक्कत होती है, then I think there is some shrewdness lying behind. Please explain that.
Ajay Alok.
Going to review the reservation. That's what they have said in Kashmir. Please ask her, Aishwarya, that Congress and NC have
please,
announced that they are
direct
going to
communication.
review the
I believe in direct
reservation
communication.
and cut it down for Dalits and Valmiki. No, so she should reflect on that. Is she favor of reservation for
Why are you
Valmiki?
reflecting on Jatigat Janganna?
Barkhadanis and all, Gurkhas and all,
For the whole nation.
or she
When
wants
you
to
talk
remove
about
the
whole
reservation.
nation, talk about the whole
Is she
nation.
in favor of reimposition of 370 and 35A?
Please tell me,
Few
are you in
minutes
favor
back,
of caste
Satish Kesing
census?
talked of political
Are you in favor
maturity.
of caste
Now see the
census, which is
political
for
maturity.
90%
This
population
is the
of
political
India?
maturity about one nation, one
Why do
election.
you oppose caste census? Because you want to keep
This is the
privileges for
political
yourself?
maturity about one nation, one
Because
election.
you want
When
to
you talk
keep
to them
all
on
the privileges
reservation,
limited
they'll
to the
Party also
otherwise
on it.
they'll show Samvidhan or
No,
Sabda
you
Dalito
won't
ki
have any
raksha.
answer. You
But
won't
for them, Dalit do
answer
not
this.
exist in Jammu and Kashmir. This
You
is the
won't
problem.
answer this.
Okay. Ratnakar Tripathi of the Congress Party. Okay, Priyanka ji, I got your point. Priyanka Bharti, I got your point. But I am saying Ratnakar Tripathi. Ratnakar Tripathi, the National Conference, yesterday Amit Shah asked certain very specific and sparing questions to Rahul Gandhi. There is no answer. Will you take out time and answer at least 3 of those? Do you want 370 and 35A back? Do you want a separate flag? And do you want the anonymity, do you want a separate statehood for Kashmir? Because that is what the National Conference is asking for. Are
So
you
I'm
also
talking
asking
to-
for that?
I'm talk-
Is the Congress Party also asking for the same? Please clarify
I'm-
to the country.
Shall I speak now?
Please, Mr. Tripathi.
So I'm talking to Mini Amit Shah.
No,
So
you
we are not
talking to
liable
Aishwarya
to
Kapoor.
answer the bogus party persons, and don't show political maturity with bogus people and bogus parties and their bogus claims. I have all the respect for Sushil Pandit ji, even if he says whatever he wants about Congress and alliance. But he is showing the mirror to those who claim they have changed the world in Kashmir. Consecutively, second day he has shown them. And Dr. Pandit, I am with you. I can even leave the party if you call me.
Sushil
And
ji
let
on
me
hai,
tell you
he's
one
talking to
thing.
Sushil.
I have been taught by the Kashmiri Pandits, Professor S.K. Kag, Professor P.K. Tikku, Professor Ashok Kaul, Professor Kuchru, Professor Vanchu. I am from BHU. I know what the pain is. My Professor Kag broke in tears when I was moving from Karan. He just said, Ratnakar, can you locate my house and tell me what is there? I can feel your pain. I can feel your pain. I am just saying. Just let me first make 2 comments. Ajay Alok just negated 5 years. He said, we have only 5 years. You are in the, seat since more than 10 years. And you are saying only 5 years. And what has changed? You haven't changed the life. The thing is that you don't dare to contest there. You know what has happened. Just now you claim that the Ghati is just in peace. But Jammu is not in peace. That means you can protect the Ghati person but not the Jammu persons. So you are saying that. And Mr. Ajay Alok, I would just advise you one thing. Don't eat more than what you can chew. I am saying it on the TV. Write it down. You will make post-poll arrangement with any party who will support you to make the government if you get a number. You have done it with Ajit Pawar. Please, don't show finger. You have done it with everyone.
Coming, Ajay ji, give him 30 more seconds.
What you have, that's 10 seconds. And what we have recently done, we are not talking about PDP alliance. The 3 years political honeymoon.
Satish ji is laughing,
I'm
smirking.
talking about the TDP. In the whole nation, your leaders went and said, Congress Muslim Arakshan de rahi hai, and you have made the government with the support of TDP, who is going to give 4% to the Muslims.
That's a fact. Well, that's a fact. Well, that's a fact. What he's saying is from Ashok Chavan to Ajit Pawar to Chandrababu Naidu.
With bogus claims.
You have what he's trying to say. Basically, I'll just sum it up. And Satish K. Singh is smiling and smirking, and now with his hand on his face, he's very happy that someone else has asked his question. Ajay Alok, what he's trying to say is that from Ajit Pawar to Ashok Chavan to Chandrababu Naidu, you've gone with whomsoever helps you to form the government. So why not a PDP or a national conference again? You've been with both of them at one point of time. Ajay Alok.
Yeah, at one point of time, we have been with both of them, whether PDP or NCP. But don't forget, that was Vajpayee's time. This is Modi's time. The policy and the mindset is very clear. And by the way, Ratnakarji, we don't chew more what we can't eat. We only chew that much that we can eat and digest. Please, I did disturb you in between. Second thing, you said bogus party and bogus person. Well, the biggest bogus party of this country is Congress party. This is the fact. The historical mistakes you have done for the last 75 years had led to what Kashmir is facing now. Isn't this the truth? You can feel the pain of Kashmiri Pandit. He was talking of Islamic Jihad, what is happening in Kashmir. Do you feel the pain of Islamic Jihad? You don't. You support Islamic Jihad. That is the truth. You support Islamic Jihad. And you have the audacity to say something about Islamic Jihad? No. Your vote bank will suffer. You were opposing Waqf Board of Bill and all everything. Why?
No, let's
Shouldn't
just
there is scope of improvement in Waqf?
When you start talking
and by the way, Waqf was not applicable in Jammu Kashmir. That also
No, it
you did
doesn't.
it. That also
But
you
I have
did
an
it.
add-on
Today
question
with
for you, Ajay
National
Alok.
Conference, you support that we'll get back 370 and 35A.
No, it just popped
By
into
the
my
way,
mind.
Aishwarya, he didn't answer single of your question and I'm answering his questions.
I hope so that the people
He
are
didn't
getting their
answer single of
answers.
your question and I'm
Sir,
answering
whether
his
you
question.
answer or not,
So let
Ratnakar
me
Tripathi answer or not, Priyanka ji
Yeah,
answers or not, I just hope
No, can I
that the
come in?
people are getting...
Aishwarya?
Yes, Karan, yes, you may.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Vivek Salis, I'm just coming to you.
You
Kuch
know-
nahi
you
hua,
know,
Vivek ji.
so much for waxing
Come into
eloquent.
hold on. But
Mr.
the only
Ratnakar
question I want to ask
Tripathi,
Ajay Alok,
Mr.
Karan, please give me 30 seconds, hold on.
Second.
The only thing which is popped up is that given that you didn't contest the Lok Sabha polls in Kashmir Valley, will you contest the assembly polls in Kashmir apart from your traditional belt of Jammu? Are you going to contest the assembly election in Kashmir?
Of course.
Just asking.
Three letter answer. YES.
Okay, sticking to that. Karan Verma wanted to come in and then Vivek Salis, yeah. And by the way, people, let's not forget, Haryana is also going to polls, yeah.
You know, Aishwarya, I heard Mr. Ratnakar
Yes, you
wax eloquent. I'm just going to ask him a straight question.
Can we have him
Does
back
he
on?
have the guts to admit and use the word genocide of
Ratnakar
Kashmiri
Tripathi.
Hindus that happened? And who did it? Does he have the guts to say it was done by Islamic jihadis? ये बोलने की हिम्मत है आपकी यहाँ पर? जरा बोल दीजिए यही, अगर हिम्मत है आपकी.
Let me tell you, the genocide was done in 1991 with the help and support of Atal Bihari Vajpayee.
Yes.
To the VP Singh government. The BJP was in the government. And
ये
they
देखिए.
withdrew support after
रालिब
25
गालिब साले अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी ने जब लगाए
You
थे.
are there.
wrong.
You are the culprit of
Absolutely
the
wrong.
genocide. You are
आपकी
the
हिम्मत है
The
उनको
blatant
बोलने
lie is
की.
speaking on television.
Not
देखिए
Congress.
ये है इनका
Not
mindset
Congress.
ऐश्वर्या.
I can see the people of this country the people of this country are hearing him.
You are
Perpetrator.
supporting the
He
government.
cannot even name Islamic jihadis. ये है
Sushil
इनकी
ji
वोट
coming
बैंक
to
की
you.
राजनीति.
Sushil ji wants to come in.
1987, Rajiv Gandhi rigged the elections. And he's going to wax eloquent about Congress's role. Congress
Okay,
doesn't
point
have the
taken.
guts to say that Islamic jihad.
Satish Singh coming back to you. But Vivek Salis of the Samajwadi Party has not even uttered a word. Just let me go to him. Congress has openly come in support. Congress has come in support of the National Conference. They are getting into an alliance. What's the India alliance stand on this, Vivek Salis? What's your stand?
It is
Do
India
you also
alliance,
want-
actually.
No. India, very good.
Yeah.
What is the opposition alliance stand on this, Vivek Salis? What do you feel?
I
Sir.
think most of the things have been discussed in your show prior to my making my
No, but
statement.
please tell
but what
me, do you stand for a separate flag for Jammu and Kashmir?
No, not at all for that.
I hope you tell
I would
that to
just like
Rahul Gandhi
say-
or your leader,
Okay.
Akhilesh Yadav. I
Just
hope
let
so
me-
he does.
let-
Because he didn't
I
say
hope you
anything to
don't-
Mamata Banerjee for the Bengal. Yeah.
I hope you don't. I hope you don't.
I won't, sir.
interrupt me.
Please
What-
carry on.
Yes, what Mr. Ajay Alok just said that what happened in Jammu or what happened in Kashmir or what has happened in Ladakh is going to reflect in the elections. Is absolutely right. True. It has already reflected in the Lok Sabha election where the Bharatiya Janata Party didn't even have the guts to fight the election. And what Sushil Pandit ji said, I adore it, and it's absolutely fine and perfect what he said. It was in 2014 when, if you read the manifesto of the Bharatiya Janata Party in 2014, what the Bharatiya Janata Party said in 2014 is that we are going to retrain 6,000 Kashmiri Pandits family every year in Jammu and Kashmir, and that was the biggest lie that the Bharatiya Janata Party has spoken to the Kashmiri Pandits. Ever since then, till date, what Mr. Sushil Pandit has said, they have not even uttered a word. And what you see, what is happening in the valley, you see what is happening in Jammu, you see what terrorist activities have have been increasing day by day. We are losing our jawans and the captains, the majors, and other important posts, people who hold the post. And what the Bharatiya Janata Party said, that Mr. Amit Shah said that the unholy alliance of National Conference and Congress
is doing a press conference on exactly this. Sushil Pandit, I am coming to you, but I need to cut this for a minute because Hemanta Biswa Sarma, the Assam Chief Minister, is doing a press conference on the Congress and the National Conference Alliance in Jammu and Kashmir. Are we getting the feed right now, Director? Are we getting the feed? Can we cut to it? Because Ajay Alok, what I am being told, that Hemanta Biswa Sarma is doing a press conference is this and is exposing what Congress and the National Conference Alliance stands for. On air now, cut to it. Hemanta Biswa Sarma, a press conference.
It is a pro-Pakistani document. It is a document of few fundamentalists.
First on that.
Now whether Congress or Rahul Gandhi endorse it. Now Rahul Gandhi went to Farooq Abdullah's house and basically endorsed the manifesto of the National Conference. Congress party has gone too low and they are compromising with the integrity and unity of this nation. They are compromising with the sacrifice of our martyrs. They are undermining the heroic sacrifice of our armed forces. So we would like to challenge Congress party that whether you are doing this just to gain some kind of share of power, or you are doing it to demoralize our armed forces. Whether you endorse the divisive agenda of National Conference. I think Congress stand exposed today. Congress was against the interest
exposing
of
the
India.
Congress party.
They are
literally
against
exposing the
interest
Congress
of
party,
India,
Ratnakar Tripathi, and you
they
need to
will
answer these
continue to
questions.
be
No, you may
against the
speak.
interest of this great nation.
I'm coming out of this press conference now and going back to the debate. You can give the visuals of the press conference if you want, Director. Satish K. Singh, you cannot, Ratnakar Tripathi, I'll come to you, but Satish K. Singh, you cannot deny the fact that what National Conference or PDP want is a dialogue with Pakistan on which Amit Shah has asked Priyanka, Amit Shah has asked Rahul Gandhi to answer on the double flag. He has specifically asked, and Congress is quiet because they just want an alliance, Satish K. Singh. What Hemanta is doing is Hemanta is just exposing the Congress and the National Conference Alliance. And you cannot deny that. Like,
Aishwarya,
yeah.
I'm very sorry, I don't take Hemanta very seriously.
Oh, you don't?
Just
Okay.
take him back to the just before the election, assembly election, and the same press conference
Priyanka ji
you can
coming
do with vis-a-vis PDP. These are the questions. Same. It applies to BJP when it allied with PDP. That's not the question. See, I look at the Jammu Kashmir election as a national election. It's a national prestige involved, and that way the restoration of normalcy, restoration of election is the biggest thing which we have to showcase it to the world. So I don't see election per se, the pursuit of power per se in Jammu Kashmir. Yes, there are questions, and I do appreciate and I do recognize that there has been a contradiction in Congress's stand on Article 360 and 35A. There has been a problem. Yes, it is still continuing. But as far as their stand with National Conference or with PDP, similarly, this is similar for the dilemma, the contradiction, both for Congress and the BJP. Let me add one more thing.
Okay, please.
Right now, Ajay Alok was referring to, he was differentiating between Vajpayee and Modi. I think he was not doing the right thing. But Modi is doing the right thing. He's being accused of a lot of U-turns, etc. and etc. I'm liking this government, let me tell you very honestly. But I think Modi is taking a leaf out of Vajpayee after a bit, and that's good for the nation. So I think it's a national challenge to have a peaceful election in Jamhuriyat Ka Jang, that is Jammu Kashmir. That's my point.
No, I absolutely understand, but okay. Ajay Alok's counter, and then I'll make my point. Okay. Ajay Alok.
First of all, Satish ji, we have already demonstrated in front of the world. We have already demonstrated in front of the world that the restoration of peace and restoration of election is already there in Jammu Kashmir by conducting not only the Lok Sabha polls but also by conducting panchayat polls, local body elections, everything, where participation was more than 60%. Rajouri Lok Sabha 59% participation, that itself is a suitable demonstration that what kind of faith we have restored. Now in the coming state election also, only in 3 phases. For the first time in last 30 years, only in 3 phase elections are going to take place. Otherwise, if you remember, Jammu Kashmir used to be 7 phase or 8 phase elections. Number 2. Number 3, as far as you drawing our parallels with the PDP is absolutely different thing. You can walk on a leg which has wound in it, what we did. But when you realize that the wound is going to turn into a gangrene, you have to amputate your leg. We amputated the government when we were with PDP because we were convinced that PDP is not going to improve. So based on that and what today NC is doing with Congress, that means you are intentionally eating the poison because you know the poison is not going to affect you. सांप को सांप के काटे का असर नहीं होता है.
सांप को सांप के काटे का असर नहीं होता है. Ajay Alok, but I have an in-principle question tonight.
You said that you are not.
No, that's okay, Satish Kesing. I have point taken. But what I am saying is that the questions which were asked, Satish Kesing, Satish, I have understood. Satish, I have understood.
Ruling out any alliance post-election with either NC
yes,
or PDP.
And that is what I am saying. But please listen to this, Ratnakar Tripathi, what Amit Shah said.
We are not.
Ajay Alok, you cannot promise that. You know that. You cannot promise that. When you can have Ajit Pawar in your party in Maharashtra, then you cannot deny anything to anyone. Please, let's just calm down on that point, sir. Let's just calm down on that point. Please.
Let the people decide about the mandate.
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. Let the people of Jammu Kashmir decide.
And so-called,
and that is why I'm saying let the people of Haryana also decide whether Khattar was good or bad for them. That is not the point. But please relax. What I am asking Ratnakar Tripathi and Sushil Pandit, both of them, relax. Please.
Let people decide the mandate.
So the people will only decide, and the people have always decided. So let's relax on that point. What I am saying is Ratnakar Tripathi, Amit Shah.
What have you decided, and what is you going to decide?
Satish ji, you have to understand you are on the other side of the camera now.
You
are my political analyst. You are in that nag that you will not let me speak. Please relax, sir. It's a Saturday evening. Let's relax a bit. And what I am saying is this, Ratnakar Tripathi. No, sir.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. But what I am saying is,
people will.
Ratnakar Tripathi, you please need to tell me this. Does the Congress support the National Conference promise on a separate flag for Jammu and Kashmir? Do Rahul Gandhi and Congress party support Jammu and Kashmir National Conference decision to restore Article 370 and 350 and 35A? Congress support promoting separatism again by engaging in dialogue with Pakistan? Do you want that? Do you want LOC trade with Pakistan again? Do you want support for terrorism and stone pelting? What is that you want? Do you want JKNC's divisive politics of granting autonomy to Kashmir? What is that Congress stands for, that National Conference is standing for? Tell me this, what is an alliance? Alliance is when you come together. This is exactly like Arvind Kejriwal and Rahul Gandhi coming together. You and Umar Abdullah coming together in Jammu and Kashmir is like you and Arvind Kejriwal coming together in Delhi. Is that wrong? Ratnakar Tripathi, please explain.
I really believe, Ashwin Kapoor, that you had hoodwinks on your eyes. You just showed us the Himanta Vishwa Sharma's press conference, another bogus person. Just before 2015, when Himanta Vishwa Sharma joined BJP, Amit Shah had a great press conference, fully packed, and said he is the key accused of water supply scam, and we will prosecute Himanta Vishwa Sharma. Why do you want to talk me about the turncoats? Talk about the settlements of Pandits. What he is claiming, Ajay Alok, we held good elections, the participation was, I was always saying, I said that.
Aishwarya, you will not have your answer, that's for sure.
Ajay Alok, I am not liable to answer, please. I didn't disturb you. They are controlling the election commission.
You are only liable to give Gyan, not answer the question, the pertinent question. That's what Congress is meant for. Doing bogus things, saying bogus things.
Please, Ajay Alok, I know how witty you are, please. And now let me tell you one thing more. The claim was that we will settle the Pandits here and they will participate in the elections. The elections are being participated by those people whom Pandits claim that they have thrown them out of their birthplace. The Pandits need their birthright. Don't relocate them.
But you didn't get that when you were in power. But you also didn't do. Congress also did not do that when you were in power. Did you? Today you, Vivek Silas, everyone, Hindi में कहते हैं कंधे पे बंदूक चलाना. That is exactly what you are using Sushil Pandit for today. But Sushil Pandit, please, Sushil Pandit is smart enough to understand कि कब उनका कंधा इस्तेमाल हो रहा है. So relax on that. You did not answer one. You did not answer one of the point, Ratnakar Tripathi, which I asked you. You did not even answer one. I asked you, do you stand for a double flag? Do you stand for a separate autonomy? Do you stand for getting back 370 and 35A? You said, no, I will answer on that. You did not answer one. No, you did not even answer on one point. You did not even answer back on one. You did not even answer back on one. So thank you very much. I'm going to Sushil Pandit. I'll come back to you when you are ready to answer. Karan Verma, I'm coming back to you. I know I am Aishwarya Kapoor. You don't need to remind me. I'm not Aishwarya Rai. Relax. I know I'm Aishwarya Kapoor. So calm down. Sushil Pandit. Sushil Pandit. Sushil Pandit. Sushil Pandit. Sushil Pandit. Relax, Tripathi ji. Relax. Relax. No, you're not. Have a half a glass of water. Have a half a glass of water. Now relax. Sushil ji. Sushil ji wants to make a point. Sushil ji, today you are the best friend, the BFF of the BJP. You are the BFF of the Congress. Even the Samajwadi Party is calling you their BFF. I don't know what else. Sushil ji. You are?
Aishwarya ji, Ratnakar Tripathi ji shed copious tears on my plight. Thank you, but no thank you. In 1991, there was no VP Singh government. VP Singh government perished in 1990 November. In 1991, there was Chandrasekhar followed by PV Narasimha Rao.
Ratnakar Tripathi, news
Our
for you.
exodus started in 1989. In 1989, there was a coalition government in Kashmir of National Conference and Congress.
Now listen, Mr. Tripathi.
The same coalition which is
Be quiet and listen.
elections today.
I'm asking you, when did you leave the valley?
The same coalition which is contesting the elections today.
When did you leave the valley,
National
sir?
Conference and Congress coalition government was in 1989. Even in 1990 till 18th January, when Farooq Abdullah abandoned us and fled to London, it was National Conference and Congress government in Kashmir.
You tell me, when did you leave the valley?
The VP Singh government came on 4th of December 1989, barely a month ago. Do you think the entire trouble happened in just 1 month? VP Singh took oath in December 89. We fled Kashmir before that.
Don't downplay.
Our
Don't
exodus
downplay.
started.
You tell me,
The
when
foremost
did you leave the
leader of
valley?
Kashmiris was killed. Tikalal Taplu was
tell me,
killed on
when did you
13th of September 1989.
You are downplaying, sir.
Neelkanth
You
Ganju
told
was
the
killed on
date
2nd
when
of December
happened.
1989.
You tell me the
It was
date.
Farooq Abdullah government supported by Congress in Kashmir when our exodus started.
No. Who was in the
Please
center?
bear that in mind.
Who was in the center
When our
the
exodus started, it was the same coalition, Congress and National Conference, ruling
are
Kashmir
misguiding,
under
sir.
Farooq Abdullah.
No, you are
Never forget
misguiding.
that.
No. You are misguiding, sir. The January exodus.
This is on record. This is on
I've
record.
seen the record.
This
No,
is
I have
on
seen the
record.
I've seen the record. The day
We observe.
You are trying to teach the person who was forced to leave his home. Ratnakar Tripathi, you are trying to remind him of his day. Sushil ji, just give me 30 seconds. You are trying to remind Sushil Pandit about the exodus of Kashmiri Pandits. Are you trying to tell him? Please, on national television, at least have some, what do I say, some common sense, Ratnakar Tripathi. Let's calm down. Karan Verma, no, relax, Ratnakar Tripathi. To prove your point, you are trying to remind Sushil Pandit of the day and the date and the month and when did you leave Valley. He knows better than any one of us on this panel. And let's agree on that. So calm down. Karan Verma, calm down. Karan Verma, Ratnakar ji, please, there is a time when you have to be quiet. Karan Verma.
Aishwarya,
Shameless Congress.
To jog Mr. Ratnakar's memory a little more, Yasin Malik, the man who owned
please get to that.
he shot 4 Indian Air Force personnel, he was welcomed by Manmohan Singh. Aishwarya, do you remember that?
Yes,
Today he's
we all do.
convicted. He was
And
welcomed by
Mufti
Manmohan
Saeed.
Singh. Ye hai sincerity.
Mufti Saeed
Congress party.
and
This is
daughter
their
of Mufti
sincerity.
Saeed.
towards separatists, towards
protection to
killers,
Yasin
and
Malik
then they preach,
was-
and then they
was
preach कि अरे
welcomed
हम
by BJP.
कश्मीरियत और इंसानियत की बात करेंगे. आप
अरे आप
टेररिस्ट
क्या
के
बात
साथ खड़े
करेंगे?
रहे. It
मुफ्ती
was
सईद-
मत कीजिए ना, be quiet for a while.
And Farooq
Why should
Abdullah,
I be
their
quiet?
जुगलबंदी. Before
Why
that,
should-
Nehru and
Yasin
Sheikh
Malik
Abdullah,
was
इनकी
protected
जुगलबंदी
by
ने
Said
वहां पे
Qazi.
खून की नदियां बहाई.
आप गुंडे की
Rahul
बात कर
Gandhi is
रहे हैं।
right.
Ratnakar ji, please
आपका
relax.
खून का
One
रिश्ता
by one.
कश्मीर से.
Ratnakar ji,
You
one
are
by
the
one.
reason why blood flowed in Kashmir. So don't take a moral ground now. You stood with people like Yasin Malik. आपको
Okay.
तो पश्चाताप करना चाहिए. आपके पापों का घड़ा बहुत बड़ा हुआ है.
Okay.
रत्नाकर जी, यहाँ पर ज्ञान मत दीजिए आप.
Okay.
I am
मैं
so
ज्ञान
glad
दे रहा
Sushil
हूं.
Pandit ji took him to the
आपने उस
cleaners
बाप
right now.
के बाद
At
उस
least
बाप
gave him
के
some
साथ
reality
सरकार
checks.
बनाई.
Okay, can I have my complete panel on here? I'm coming for ending comments briefly to everyone. Vivek Silas, government is in full blown mode for elections. UPS आ गया है. Now there is no OPS. Now there is no new pension scheme. There is unified pension scheme. Haryana is going to polls with Jammu and Kashmir. Then it's Maharashtra and Jharkhand. Then it's New Delhi. Government is ready. Are you? Is the opposition ready? Vivek Silas. Ending comments, sir.
Of course, we are ready, and we know that we are going to win.
How?
on all,
By eating Bazwan? How are you ready?
No, not at all. If you see what happened in Maharashtra, the Bharatiya Janata Party could get only 9 Lok Sabha seats. You see what happened in Haryana, they got 5, and the Congress got 5. What is happening in Jammu Kashmir, we can see it right now. When it was the time to form the government by the Bharatiya Janata Party and PDP, they said 14,000 stone pelters are innocent, and they took their cases back. What Karan Verma has to say about that? They had called the ISC to investigate the Pathankot, incident, the terrorist incident.
Yes.
Pakistan ISI was called by the Bharatiya Janata Party, and Amit Shah said in Calcutta that we hope that the ISI will do a good job and a fair job. That is the real face of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Aishwarya, which is very, very ugly.
Okay, point taken. Satish K. Singh, ending comments, sir. Karan, I'll come to everyone. Yeah. Satish K. Singh. Please tell me the exact time left here. Satish K. Singh.
Yeah, no, if it is about Kashmir, then I would say again, I'll repeat the fact that the very election itself a moment of pride for all of us, following to the Lok Sabha elections, and hope it goes well. I am not interested in who is aligning with whom. These are all farce things. It's a restoration of normalcy.
Restoration of normalcy, that's the point. Ajay Alok, ending comments coming from you, sir.
And that's it.
Thank you, sir. Ajay Alok.
With all due respect, I would just like to assure everyone that the government will leave no stone unturned in making this election a super success story, and people will have the faith in Indian democracy and in Indian system and Indian parliamentary system. And those who want that Kashmir should go back in the old age, that's not going to happen. Reform, perform, this is the word for Kashmir, and we are going to stick with it.
Sushil Pandit, I have to give you last 30 seconds, sir. Are you convinced by either Ajay Alok or the opposition? Sushil Pandit.
I wish I could share everyone's enthusiasm. My heart is in my mouth when I say this election is going to throw up people who we will regret to have in the assembly, like we have an MP from Baramulla in the parliament who's serving time in the jail.
Yes, we do.
We are inviting a catastrophe on ourselves by not first restoring Kashmir to an election-worthy state. Kashmir is not ready for elections yet.
Okay.
A lot needs to be done before elections have called.
That
it is Supreme Court's folly,
Sir.
and it is our misfortune that we are being pushed into an election in Kashmir right now.
Point taken, sir. So that's the point of view of Sushil Pandit. You've heard the BJP, you've heard everything. I'll only say this: Jammu and Kashmir has not had a democratically elected state government for the last 5 years. As Satish K. Singh said, it's a moment of pride. But let's see what we all have to wait and watch for. Thank you very much, viewers. Thank you very much. That's the time we have on Burning Question tonight. Thank you.
what message we are giving to the future generation. If such atrocities will be done on doctors, then no one will want to opt for this profession in future. So please come and support us and build a better, safe place for doctors to work.
What I find startling is the indie media. You see this greasy indie media, this sponsored indie media, this greased up indie media. They call themselves the conscience keepers for the Indie Alliance. You know the indie media, ladies and gentlemen. We know the indie media as well.